Good morning, friends of the internet. We are back again here in a Farming Sim 15 on the Xbox One. I'm still coming down off my cold, but I figured, I took a couple days there and I tried to just lay around in bed and not do too much. So hopefully I can get a couple recordings done today of some Farming Sim, maybe get some tanks later, and hopefully get us some content for this week. Thanks for bearing with me this last week. I know we were kind of shorthanded with content, but I tried everything to get some stuff out. I just was running a fever and just was not in a good way. So what we're going to do here is I showed you last episode. We went ahead and we got all this equipment, right? Like I said, I ground off camera really hard. So what I want to do is I want to dump this off. I want to turn this, give this little wiggle. If we can do this. Okay, let's get this guy here hooked up. And I wanted to kind of get this set up here. And the reason I'm working on this setup is because I want to connect that. And then I want to get that backed up here. Let me see. A little bit more. Straight back there. What I wanted to do is I want to be able to hook this up to these other two trailers. And what I want to have is I want to have 4 trailers. Because what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to step up our harvest game here a little bit. And the reason I did this was because right now we currently have, where are they? Right here. These bad boys here, they're 60,000 capacity, right? These bull trailers are 47,000 capacity. So we're actually making 4 trailers long. So that's 47,000 times 4 versus 1 at 59,000. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to hook these all up in a line, and we're going to leave these connected, and these are going to be our new harvest wagons. So basically what I can do is I can take, where is it? That guy over there with that auger wagon, we can have him, we can go park this outfit here with these 4 trailers on a field, and then we just fill up with that guy, and then run over and dump into these, and then once they're completely filled up, we can just take this whole kick and caboodle over and drop it off. So I thought this was going to be a great idea for us here. Let's see. This one. Up. Now the question is, can I get all these hooked up in one piece? Because this articulation tractor, we're trying to back this stuff up, can be difficult. As it pushes it around so much. Okay, let's see. Bear with me, guys. I'm trying to stay focused here. There we go. So we got all 4 of them. So there's the setup. So now all we have to do is we get our harvesters going on some fields here. Since we're getting into these larger fields, I wanted to have multiple combines going. With multiple combines going, it allows us to harvest more. And then if we take this bad boy and fill up the fields, then we can just roll up here to the tractor that's sitting at the field that we're harvesting. Then we can just go ahead and roll up like this. We can just dump everything in there like that. Just go bloop, and we can fill it all up. And then once our trailers are full, we can just drive off with it. So I thought this was going to be a little bit faster for harvesting some big fields. With that being said, let's get, I believe, yes, we got this field here going. We already got it planted. Let's look at this really quick. What did we plant on here? Because I'm not 100% sure. Oh, it looks like it's still planting. It's still planting right now. So what we got to do is obviously jump onto this guy. All right, let's get him going. Okay, so I also discovered something this weekend. I was playing with a friend of mine. We were playing on some multiplayer session. And I never really paid much attention to this. before, and I'm surprised no one in the comments ever said anything. So let me dismiss this guy really quick, and I want to show you something. Now, the thing of it is this field is already basically prepped for us, right? So basically all we have to do is just plant and fertilize, and we're good, right? But I wanted to show you something with this. You actually look at this. We actually have discs on this thing to actually cultivate the ground. Okay, so we basically already have a cultivator. And he asked me the question because he was new to the game, and I really never paid attention to it before because I'm always thinking, okay, we need a cultivator, we need a sow machine, right? So we come in, we buy a cultivator, right? We're like, okay, we get a cultivator, no big deal. We buy the cultivator, we go cultivate the field, and then we need a sow machine. So we get a sow machine. So we come over here. This is the one that starts off with this, right? With a sowing machine, you can sow fields. Well, I never really paid attention to much things except the working width. You can see is 3 meters. So let's go to this one. That's 6 meters. Let's go to that one. That's 6 meters. And this one that we got right now is 9 meters, right? So I never really paid much attention. So then he goes ahead and he reads this statement to me. He says, what about down here under usage? With a sowing machine, you can sow fields. Additionally, this machine offers the possibility to seed directly, no previous cultivating or plowing necessary. And I was like, wait, what? So then I went over, and because he was asking about this one, and it says the same thing. So with that being said, guys, apparently you don't have to plow with these things. You can just basically harvest a field, throw this on the field, and it will plow and seed in one false swoop. So I've been wasting a lot of time doing a lot of seeding and stuff after cultivating, which I didn't need to do. So, but again, like I said, I never really did think about that. I just basically looked at the thing and said, oh, I need a wider seeder. So I never really thought much of it until he brought that up. So 2 things happens there. Now we don't need this big old bitch. There's no need for this cultivator. You can see there's the cultivator disc just like the one that's on the other one. So there's really no need to cultivate this. But if we actually go back and we look at this, under these, this one doesn't need a cultivator, but the one that does corn does need to be cultivated beforehand. So if we're going to do corn or sweet beets, we have to plow beforehand. So with that being said, I think we're going to hold on to that. I thought it was a cool little discovery that we found. That we found this, and it made me kind of wonder, like, wow, okay, what else have I been missing here? Hold on, guys. It's cold. I've been coughing here that I'm going to have to edit this out. Let me get a sip of water here real quick. Maybe that will wet my throat a little bit so I'm not coughing so much. So with that being said, guys, let's jump over. What's this one? Okay, so we bought some slurry tanks. We also got these. So what I wanted to do with that is I want to jam over here, and we'll load this up with some slurry. And then what we'll do is I think I'm just going to use this truck to drive to a field that we want to harvest, and then fill off of it from the other slurry tank. So if we fill up here, we come up here, we can hit RB, and we'll start filling this tank. Now I think if we leave this, it'll still fill. I think. Yeah. So it looks like it does. Okay, this is potatoes. It looks like we've got to get this potato field planted. What is this field doing right now? Is it just... God, since I've been sick, I haven't had a chance to really look at these fields. Let's see. So we own 16, but it's not harvested or anything? Like, I don't understand. Why does it look like it's never been planted with anything? That's a plow. That's plowed though, right? I don't know what's going on with that field right there, guys. Let's take this guy, one of these. Where is our potatoes at in the grand scheme of things here? We've got, so we need to do potatoes. And potatoes takes this unit up here. Oh my God. I am like literally sweating from a fever right now, it feels like. Okay, can I hook this up? Yes. All right. So let's get this bad boy going here. All right, so that's going. So we'll get the potatoes filled up on this. We got these fields over here that need to be done. We got those combined. Let's see. Let us do this. Let's throw this in there. Get rid of that. We don't need that there. God, my voice is so sore right now. All right, let's do. Okay, let's get this guy harvesting. This is what I want to work on to get this guy on that 4-wagon or that 4-tipper trailer setup. I want to work it on this. So let's go ahead and get this guy going. Let's go get that 4-trailer set up. Where is it? Hello, game? So let's grab this bad boy. And you can see this is more than capable of handling this. So now an interesting thing that I also found out this weekend was see these cars that are like driving by here causing problems all the time when we're trying to harvest on field 16. I don't know if this is something to do with the game or if I just never saw them. Oh, there's this whole field here we got to do too. Yeah, corn is the ticket. But when I was playing with a friend on multiplayer, the whole time I played on his world, I don't think I ever saw one of those cars driving on the field. Ever. I don't think I ever saw anything. Hold on, guys. I got to get another drink of water. I just keep coughing constantly here. All right. I can't wait to be over this freaking cold, man. I'm going to pull this bad boy up like this. Let's see. See, we're getting so much equipment, it's hard to travel between stuff now. Where is this guy? So we'll take this down here so we can see if we can harvest this field. Get him in the action down here. I'm going to have to familiarize myself with what we got going because I don't know if we've got another combine that we could put on this other field for corn because we could basically be using 2 combines per field here. You know what I mean? As you can see, this guy's already filled up. If we had another combine on this field, we could like bounce between the two and really mass produce some stuff. I think we got another one of these, but it's on the other side of the field. The other thing that I could possibly do is, let's look at this head really quick. We could buy another head. What's the size of this head, though? This head is 12 meters. This one's 9 meters for our New Hollands. Okay. Maybe what I'll do is I'll purchase another head for this one, and we'll get that other case over here working on this field too. Oh, come on, hit the brakes. I didn't want to stop. I'm getting really tired of coughing while I'm trying to record. Okay, let this thing unload here. While that does that, let's go and see about... Where's that other case at? This guy, I think, can drive over to where that case is at. I think we're going to take this guy and we're going to take him over to, like, the cattle area, I think. Because I think that case is over here. Yeah, that case is over here. And you know, now I think about this, I think what I'll do, just to make this easy on us, because I want that combine to stay over here, I'm just going to go like this. I'm just going to purchase that, and then I'm going to purchase another head. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. We're going to go this color. Okay. Let's go like this. This will just make this easier on us. Let's not screw around. Like I said, I ground so much off camera for this reason and this reason alone, so that we could just, like, have what we needed. All right. Let's take this bad boy over. We'll get it started on this field down here. Oh, wait. There was another one here? But this just has a regular head on it, which is fine. Because this way we have 2 corn cultivators. We got 2 regular cultivators. And then we have 2 of the big cultivators for the bigger fields. So that's more than fine. Let's take this bad boy down here. We're going to unfold this. We're going to unfold this. We're going to get these guys working tandem on these fields. And then we can just run over there and grab all the stuff off of them and throw them in those trailers, and we'll be golden. And that guy's probably filled up down at that end, so we'll have to shake a leg and get down there and get him unloaded. All right, let's get this guy started here. Bring it around. Get this bad boy lined up. There we go. Let's see. Nope. We got too much equipment. There it is. Okay, let's grab this guy and get up here and get him unloaded. There we go. Now we're going to be cooking with butter here. Because now we can just dip between these two combines here, and it'll be good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to park this. Now let me adjust my cruise control speed down to about 6. There we go. Now we can just dip between these 2 combines. We'll flip them over to that field. We'll be able to just knock this out of the park. And this is literally what I was wanting to do for us guys. Due to the fact that we have like just a little bit of corn in here compared to our sugar beets and our barley. Looks like we need to step up our wheat production a bit. $70. Boy, this thing's filling right up. There we go. So basically now all we have to do, even though we're not filled up, I'm going to go ahead and show you what this is because we're going to have to shut this episode down here. So basically what ends up happening is you can just pull up here like this, flip your container. We'll just sit there and load that up just like that. That'll load all the way up. And when that stops going in there, we'll know that this trailer's full, and then we can just move forward to the next trailer. So you can see this is going to be a lot easier for harvesting these big fields because we can keep these tractors just like these combines doing their thing. We ain't going to have to mess around. We ain't going to have to go get a pickup or go get a semi-trailer and truck and come over and try to unload them. Okay. So now let's check something here really quick. Let's go ahead and hop into this bad boy. And it says it's 21% full. So that wasn't even a full load that was in that thing. And it almost filled up this one trailer. That's how much that this little auger wagon can like hold, which is spectacular. So like this is the best setup here. So basically 4 loads off this field, we can fill up this trailer and have a ton of product to put in our silos. But I'm going to have to end this episode, guys. We are at that time. Like I said, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and being supportive this week since I've been trying to get over this cold. It's been a struggle. I hate not putting content out on a daily basis, Monday through Friday for you guys. I try to get it all recorded on the weekends, but this cold has just knocked me in the dirt. So I'm trying my damnedest to get us caught back up and get us back on track. But you know how these colds can be in the summer months. It's not fun. So it's just hanging on. So I got this constant dry throat that keeps me coughing all the time. And then I got to go in and edit like just forever to try to get these coughs out of there. So with that being said, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Also, you can follow us on Twitter. That way you know when we're posting new YouTube content and when we're live streaming. You haven't checked us out on Twitch or YouTube Gaming. Come hang out, be part of the audience. If you're new to those channels, smash those follow buttons there. So until next time, guys, thanks again for hanging out with me, and we'll see all your faces later. Thanks so much, guys, for checking out my video. If you enjoyed that video, hit that thumbs up button and be sure to subscribe for future videos.